Hi, man, with etrailer. If you're looking for more of a premium style bike rack that's going to be able to really accommodate a wide variety of different types of bikes on your 2022 Ford Bronco Sport, and you're looking for something that's also going to have the ability to make it easier if you need to make any repairs on the go, then the Kuat NV 2.0 bike racks are going to be a great option for you. So let's check it out. The reason why this is going to be able to carry a lot of different types of bikes is going to be because it can carry e-bikes up to 60 pounds. And that's not going to influence its tilt, which is really nice because when you get into those heavier bikes, a lot of times the carrier will limit how far you can tilt away from your vehicle, but we still have plenty of clearance to open up our hatch all the way. So if you need to put in any groceries, tie your shoes back here, or just grab some of your biking gear before you go out riding, you'll have that opportunity. And when you're done, you can close up your hatch and put this into the seated position. All we have to do really is just lift up on the carrier until it clicks into place. Now we're getting a pretty good fit right now. If I get a side look at this, we got plenty of space in between our handlebar and our back window. And even our pedals are pretty good too, but really, this gives us a good hold, and even if you're on some really bumpy roads, I couldn't see this making contact. But if we want to take a closer look at this rack, I'm going to have to take off my bike. So where I like to start is with the rear strap. Just pressing that button and removing this, tucking it away for the time being. And then going on to the front ratcheting hook. And what I like about this style is this isn't making contact with their frame, so it's great for those alternative, carbon, or bikes with a really nice paint job. And with my bike off, I can take it for a ride. Now, if we look at the cradles, you'll notice we can carry a lot of different tire sizes, anywhere from our skinny to our standard to our 5-inch fat tires. And you can really tell with all the divots in the cradle. What I really find neat about this one, though, is on the rear side, I'll show you from this one right here. We're going to have this strap that can actually travel down a tray. And right next to that, we're going to have this integrated bike cable lock, just for that extra security so no one can take your bikes. But with everything put away, we get a few measurements. The first measurement I'm going to get is going to be the overall distance it sticks out. That's going to be about 32 inches. Which isn't too bad. It's something to really think about if you're in a tight spot, like a parking spot or garage. As for the ground clearance, that's going to be about 23.5 inches, which sits up pretty high, so you probably won't make contact with the ground, and that's going to be thanks to the rise in our shank. Now, something to think about if you have those heavy e-bikes, lifting that up here is going to be kind of a hassle. But if you don't have any bikes on here at the moment, you can actually tilt this up just by pulling that same lever we did earlier. And this is going to save you a lot of space. That exact amount of space, I can get a measurement of that real quick. That's going to be a little bit over 15 inches. Now, as for how it's going to interact back here, of course, some of the things it's going to block are going to be your license plate and backup camera. And that's just mainly because they sit so low to our vehicle. But our taillights and back window won't be obstructed at all. And for how this is going to install, we're going to have a 2-inch shank. That's going to go into your 2-inch hitch receiver. We'll then have a pin that goes through and connects to a lock core on the other side. That lock core is going to use the same key system as your integrated bike cable lock. And overall, it's just going to make things a little bit easier and more secure. If we look at the very back of this, what I like about this design is we have this anti-rattle device. You don't need a tool to use it. You can just use your hand. So this makes for a really quick installation. Now, what really separates this one from a lot of other carriers is going to be that bike repair stand. To really show you what it looks like, just move it out real quick. Really easy to operate. Just kind of pull it out. There it is. Then you lock it in place. Now this is great, like I said earlier, if you're on the trails, something happens to your bike, when you're back to your vehicle, you can make those repairs on the spot. Now this is definitely more of a premium option, so definitely keep that in mind when you are checking this out. Now if you don't need all the extra features of that bike repair stand or the integrated bike cable lock or things like that, then I'd recommend the Rocky Mounts Monorail Bike Rack, because it's going to have a very similar style to this, but it's going to be more budget friendly. But if you really do like the idea of a bike repair stand out when you're riding around and you like the look of this, I think it's a great option too. But that was just a look at the Kuat NV 2.0 bike rack on the back of our 2022 Ford Bronco Sport. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.